Hey everybody, welcome to week 3. Okay, so week 3 is where we start getting into the nitty-gritty of Microsoft Office. So you know that we're going to be covering Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, among other things, like we just covered OneDrive a little bit in week 2. But this is where we start to get really in depth, and we're going to start with Outlook. So Outlook is Microsoft's email platform. But the first thing I want to tell you is, even though I mention or I call it an email platform, it is far more than just a platform for receiving or sending emails. That's going to be very important to note when you go through the lecture. There's lots of really good stuff there, but that's important to note that it's really an information management system or information management platform. You're going to be able to do a lot more than just send out emails or receive emails. And when you get into the working world and you're running an office, for instance, or you're running a team of nurses at a hospital or something like that, it's important that you're going to be able to manage a lot, including your whole team, from something like Outlook, or at least in part through something like Outlook. So I've got Outlook 365 right now open here. This is the web-based version, as you know, but I also have the desktop version, okay? So you may wonder, okay, what's the difference there? There are differences, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But you can very easily get the desktop versions through the web-based version. So you know how you get an Outlook, you go into Blackboard, and you can click on that email link at the top, or you can directly get into Microsoft Outlook if you want from its homepage. But you get into the web-based version. Over here is what's called the App Launcher. You click on that and you have easy access to Outlook or OneDrive or Excel, Word, all these great things. But if you want to download them, get the desktop versions, and you can do this for free. You go to Office 365, it opens up another window for you here, and you go down to Install Office and then click Office 365 Apps. Now, why is it important that you do that? Well, there are, as I said, some differences between the web-based version and the desktop version. And you're going to notice that this is the same thing with Word and with Excel and with PowerPoint. The web-based version is usually a bit more stripped down, okay? So there are going to be often fewer features in the web-based version than in the desktop version. So right now, here I am. This is my inbox. I've got all the folders here to organize things. I just got another email sent to me from one of my colleagues. If I want to send a new message, I can do that very easily, right? In the desktop version, you just have a much broader ribbon here right now. I'm getting emails left and right. You have a lot of things, new emails, and you can archive things. You can reply, lots of different features. So you're going to have a fuller menu, if you will, in the desktop version. That's why it's important to always download the desktop apps so that you have Office or Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint in the desktop version as well. So you can, in the web-based version, you can do more than just emails. You can actually go down here to the calendar feature in the bottom left corner. We can't reach the page for some reason. All right, well, that's awkward. Well, from there, you should be able to open up your calendar, and here it goes. And you can create a new event. So if you have to set up some sort of meeting or something like that, you can do that very easily from there. In the desktop version, same thing. You go down here to calendar, and it makes it very, very easy to set up a new appointment, a new meeting, all these different kinds of things. You can set up how your calendar looks very easily. New meetings this is an important thing because in this age of ours of doing everything from home because of COVID and Zoom meetings and Google Classroom if you have kids, more and more you're going to have meetings or meeting requests that are virtual. And it's not going to be as much Skype going forward. It's actually going to be Microsoft Teams going forward. But basically, you can very easily put together a virtual meeting through Outlook. So again, already we see that it's far more than just an email platform. But I want you to know here, first and foremost, that there are these clear distinctions between Outlook desktop version and Outlook the web-based version. Now, the web-based version is really nice because it has such easy access to all of the other apps, okay? But it is something to know that if you use Outlook a lot on the job, it might be best to just use the desktop version. So at the very least, when you're going through the lecture, at the very least, you now know that there are some differences between the two. Now it's up to you to investigate them a little bit more and see maybe which one you like more than the other. Thanks.